There are some things I hear out there from the right that have to be corrected, and one of those things is this. Oh, screw California. Just leave it for the communists. One, California is our biggest and frankly most important state. Two, it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you've ever spent any time there. And three, there are a lot of really great Republicans in California. I believe they're number 1 or 2 for most Republicans in America. We can't just chuck them in the ditch. So joining me to talk about that now and other things is California Representative Kevin Kiley. He's also the author of the book Recall Newsom, the case against America's most corrupt governor. Kevin, please tell me why he's America's most corrupt governor, and I'm praying you get rid of him.
Well, first of all, thank you for the sentiment and about not forgetting us here in California, because I do think that, we have a real opportunity to turn things around right now. And, Gavin Newsom has actually given us that opportunity. He's made it so clear for everyone in our state to see just how corrupt our state government has become. And he's made that clearer than ever over the course of this last year in directing the single worst response to COVID-19 in the United States, if not the larger Western world. As perhaps the leading example of that, at this very moment, California remains the last state in the country to get the kids back to school. We're 50th out of 50. In fact, half of the kids in America who won't see the inside of a classroom this year live in California. And the reason for that is because it serves the political agenda and interests of Gavin Newsom's biggest political contributor, the California Teachers Association.
Okay, could you connect those two worlds for me, Kevin? Because we've heard about that a lot, about how it's the teachers' unions this, and they're working with the governors. And why does it benefit a teachers' union to not be teaching?
Well, there are a lot of things that go into it, but basically the strategy from the beginning was this. They wanted to create this total shutdown, a long-term closure of schools, and then that would create a position to negotiate out of where they could demand everything that they've ever wanted. And so that's what we're seeing is they're demanding more money. They're demanding, all of the entire political agenda. They want to close charter schools that they had before COVID. They're now trying to use that use the closures as leverage to extract those concessions. And that was the plan from the very beginning. That's why they instructed Newsom to shut California schools down, which he all too willingly did. And it's why we are where we are right now.
I'm a cynical person by nature, and I'm always cynical when it comes to these blue states actually doing anything meaningful against their corrupt politicians. It's not that I think people there are idiots. I just think Democrats are going to vote for Democrats and Republicans are going to vote for Republicans in general. So tell me why I shouldn't be cynical about the recall Gavin Newsom thing.
Well, I think that the last year has scrambled that dynamic in a way that we really haven't seen before. I mean, people, maybe are not always paying super close attention to what goes on at our state capitol. A lot of the political environment is consumed by what's on, on national TV, on national politics. But over the course of the last year, the most basic facets of people's daily lives have been controlled by the whims of our state government and Gavin Newsom in particular. And so that's given people, I think, a window into all that is wrong with our state government, into the corruption that has been causing California's decline for a long time and has brought that decline into a total freefall over the course of this last year. So when you look at who's supporting the recall of Newsom, hundreds of thousands of Democrats and independents signed the recall petition. A recent poll showed that over 50% of Democrats and independents would be open to ousting Newsom in the recall. And so I think that right now, with the public very engaged, incredibly dissatisfied, angry about what's been done to them, to their kids, to their communities, this is a moment where you can have a major political realignment.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me. Thanks.